My sister threw out my clothes to make room for hers, smirking, "You don't need them anyway." Lena's words torch my heart. In our cramped Brooklyn apartment, her cruel toss of my wardrobe fuels my resolve to reclaim my space and face the cracks in our sisterly bond head-on. I'm Maya, 28, a graphic designer scraping by in Brooklyn, where every gig feels like a tightrope walk. I'm quiet but tough, channeling my heart into bold designs that scream what I don't say aloud. Growing up, I learned to bend, not break, under financial strain and family tension. My wardrobe, thrifted jackets. Bright scarf is my armor. Each piece of brushstroke of who I am. I share a cramped apartment with my sister Lena, and though I crave peace with her, her sharp edges make it a battle. I'm here to carve out my independence, but Lena's betrayal tossing my clothes deep, threatening the harmony I'm desperate to hold on to. Lena's 31, an influencer with a glossy feed and a sharper tongue. She's all selfies and ambition, her designer bag spilling over our tiny apartment while she dismisses my quirky style as clutter. She's my sister, but her self-absorption builds walls between us. Our mom, Priya, 55, is our anchor, a nurse working long shifts in Queens. She's warm but stretched thin, texting us to work it out while avoiding the cross. Samir, my coworker and friend, is 29, a no-nonsense coder with a dry wit. He's seen me unravel over Lena's antics and offers clear-eyed advice, grounding me when I'm ready to explode. Our two-bedroom apartment in Bushwick is a pressure cooker. The peeling paint and creaky floors scream cheap rent, but the vibrant chaos of Brooklyn street art, food trucks, late-night music fuels my creativity. Inside, though, it's a war zone. Lena's ring lights and tripods crowd the living room, her clothes swallowing our shared closet. My corner, with its sketchbooks and thrifted finds, feels like a shrinking island. This apartment mirrors our fractured bond. Every inch a fight for space. Every argument a test of loyalty. The neighborhood's energy pushes me to assert myself, but the tight quarters amplify every slight, making Lena's betrayal a spark in a powder keg. My stakes are raw. My clothes aren't just fabric, they're my identity. Pieced together on a budget to say I'm here, I matter. Lena throwing them out wasn't just careless. It was a power grab, her smirk a challenge to my existence. I want trust with her, the kind we had as kids whispering secrets under blankets. But her betrayal risks shattering that for good. Confronting her could widen the rift, maybe push her to move out, leaving me with rent I can't afford alone. Yet staying silent means erasing myself. Mom's pleas for peace weigh on me, but Samir's blunt, stand up or lose, echoes louder. I'm terrified of losing Lena, but I'm more afraid of losing me. This apartment, this city, is where I'll either sink or rise. Lena's influence, Mom's distance, Samir's push, they're the currents I navigate. The stakes aren't just about clothes, they're about my right to take up space, to be seen. Every sketch I draw, every outfit I salvage is a step toward independence. Lena's smirk lit a fire, and I'm done bending. I'm fighting for my identity, my sister, my future, in a world that's as loud and unyielding as Brooklyn. My grandmother, Amara, is the fire in my veins. She passed 3 years ago, but her spirit's woven into every choice I make. A seamstress in her day, she turned scraps into art and dresses, quilts, stories. She was fierce, unapologetic, her laugh filling rooms like sunlight. Her vintage scarf, turquoise with gold threads, hangs on my wall, a relic of her strength. It's frayed but vibrant, like her belief that style is your soul's voice. Lena's betrayal, tossing my clothes, didn't just steal my wardrobe, it spat on Amara's legacy, and that's a wound I can't ignore. Amara taught me to wear my truth. Growing up, I'd sit at her knee, watching her needle dance as she said, "Maya, your clothes tell your story. Don't let anyone rewrite it." She'd pin patterns with steady hands, her eyes sharp, urging me to stand tall in a world that loves to shrink you. That lesson built my confidence, my thrifted jacket and bold prints a canvas of who I am. With Lena, it's different, her dismissiveness. Calling my style clutter or cheap echoes the world's pressure to conform, the opposite of Amara's fire. When she smirked, "You don't need them anyway," it was like she aimed at Amara's heart, not just mine. Her teachings shape every tense moment with Lena. I bite my tongue when Lena hogs the closet, remembering Amara's patience with difficult clients. But I also hear her grit when I face Lena's mockery, her voice whispering, "Don't dim your light." Samir gets it. He's seen me clutch that scarf during lunch rant, venting about Lena's latest jab. I told him how Amara once sewed me a dress for a school dance when we couldn't afford one, her hands making magic from thrift store fabric. Samir nodded, saying, "She'd tell you to fight for your space." He's right. Amira's strength is why I'm not backing down. That scarf is my anchor, a tangible piece of her. I was 15 when she gave it to me, wrapping it around my shoulders before my first art show. "Wear it proud," she said, her smile fierce. Now it's a reminder of her fight. I'm not just fighting for a wardrobe, I'm defending the individuality she taught me to cherish. This battle is for Amara's memory. When I catch Lena's smirk, I feel her strength, urging me to stand firm. When Mom texts, "Be kind," I balance it with Amara's fire, knowing kindness doesn't mean surrender. My fury at Lena's act is raw, but it's Amara's belief in me that keeps it focused. I'm her granddaughter, stitched from her courage. That scarf, glowing on my wall, reminds me who I am. I'm not just saving clothes, I'm saving myself, proving Lena can't erase the woman Amara raised me. Lena's betrayal isn't a one-off. It's a storm that's been brewing. Her disrespect is relentless, a daily grind eroding my patience. She's claimed the apartment's living room as her studio, tripods and ring lights swallowing every inch, while my sketchbooks get shoved under the couch. My closet, once a haven of thrifted treasures, is now her overflow, her designer dresses strangling my jacket. When I confronted her about my missing clothes, she rolled her eyes, saying, "I was helping you declutter. Your stuff's dated anyway." Her smirk, that casual cruelty, twists the knife deeper, framing her purge as a favor. It's not just about space, it's about erasing me. The apartment's a battlefield, every corner a flashpoint. Lena's mockery stings worse than her actions. Last night she held up my favorite corduroy skirt, laughing. "This screams thrift store reject." I swallowed a retort, but my hands shook. Mom's no help, she's in Queens, texting, "Your sisters figure it out." Her voice is warm but tired, dodging the fight like it's too heavy for her shift-weary shoulders. I get it. She's spent years refereeing us. But her neutrality leaves me stranded, craving her support while knowing it won't come. Samir, though, is all in. Over coffee at work, he's blunt. "Lena's bullying you, Maya. Push back or she'll steamroll you." His pragmatism lights a spark, but I'm torn. Standing up risks losing the sister I still love. I'm fighting to keep my cool, channeling Amara's patience. I've salvaged what I can. My scarf, a few shirts from Lena's purge, hiding them in a suitcase under my bed. Every rescue feels like defiance, but it's exhausting. I'm patient, too patient, picking battles to avoid a full-blown war. But fear gnaws at me. What if confronting Lena breaks us for good? She's my sister, my history, the kid who shared my bunk bed. Losing her could mean losing family. And with Mom stretched thin, I'd be alone in this city. Still, I'm not invisible. I sketch fiercely at night, my designs bolder, angrier, proof I'm still here. These clashes are just the start. Lena's helping excuse is a lie. She's staking claim, asserting dominance in our shared space. Yesterday, she rearranged my art supplies to make room for her makeup kits, not even apologizing. Samir's right, she's testing me, seeing how far she can push. Mom's texts, urging peace, feel like chains, but I can't keep bending. The apartment's walls close in, Brooklyn's chaos outside mirroring the one within. Every jab from Lena, every dodged call from Mom, foreshadows a bigger fight, one about respect, boundaries, and my right to exist as me. Amara's scarf hangs like a flag, urging me on. I'm not just saving clothes, I'm saving my voice. Lena thinks I'll fold, but she's wrong. Samir's push, Mom's absence, the apartment's suffocating air, they're building to a breaking point. I'm scared, but fear's a weak excuse. This is about more than a wardrobe. It's about proving I won't let Lena rewrite who I am. The tension's a live wire, and I'm ready to grip it, no matter the spark. The Brooklyn apartment feels like a pressure cooker, and tonight's family dinner is the boiling point. Lena's orchestrated this to flaunt her influencer status, inviting Mom, a few cousins, and her online friends to our cramped space. She's in her element, setting up a curated tablescape for Instagram, her need for control suffocating the room. I'm prepping too, but not for applause. My salvaged clothes. I've tucked Amara's scarf around my neck. Its turquoise glow my armor. Samir's text burns in my mind. "Don't let her walk over you tonight." I'm ready to stand, but my stomach not. Lena's been escalating all week, her jabs sharper like she's daring me to snap. This morning, she rearranged my sketches to make room for her ring light, muttering, "Your stuff's always in the way." I bit my tongue, saving my fight for tonight. As guests arrive, the apartment's claustrophobia amplifies. Lena's tripods crowd the corners, her laughter drowning out Mom's quiet greetings. I catch Mom's eye, hoping for a nod, but she's distracted, juggling plates and exhaust. Lena's in full performance mode, posing for selfies, her voice loud as she boasts about her latest brand deal. I set the table, my hands steady, but inside I'm a live wire. A spark comes mid-dinner. Lena, glass in hand, turns her spotlight on me. "Maya's been reorganizing her wardrobe," she says, smirking, her tone dripping with mockery. "Those thrift store rags? I did her a favor tossing them." The table laughs, cousins glancing my way, Mom shifting uncomfortably. My face burns, humiliation clawing at me. Lena leans back, eyes glinting, daring me. She thinks she's won, but I'm done being her punchline. I'm here to reclaim my space, my worth, and I won't let her cheap shots bury me. The apartment's tight walls close in, the air thick with tension. Dishes clink, but the guests' chatter feels distant. Every eye's on me, waiting for my move. Mom's silence stings, her peacekeeper role leaving me exposed. Samir's not here, but his voice echoes. "Stand up." My heart pounds, but I'm locked in. This isn't just about clothes. It's about respect, about proving I'm not invisible. Lena's public jab is her power play, but it's also her mistake. She's handed me the stage, and I'm not wasting it. The dinner's a powder keg, and I'm ready to light the fuse. I push back my chair, Amara's strength in my veins. Lena's smirk falters as I meet her gaze. The stakes are brutal. Calling her out risks shattering our fragile sisterhood, maybe pushing her to leave, leaving me with rent I can't cover. But staying silent means surrendering my identity, letting her erase me. The apartment's chaos, Lena's props, the guest stares cranks the tension higher. This is it, the moment before the storm breaks. I'm humiliated, but I'm not broken. Tonight, I'm taking back my voice, and Lena's about to learn I'm not the sister she can dismiss. The dinner table is a battlefield. Lena's mocking words calling my thrift store clothes rags, still ringing in the air. The Brooklyn apartment's walls seem to pulse, trapping the guests' laughter and Mom's uneasy silence. I'm on my feet, Amara's turquoise scarf tight around my neck, its weight anchoring me. Lena's smirk dares me to crumble, but Samir's voice echoes in my head. Don't let her win. My heart slams, but I'm done shrinking. This is it. My stand for respect, for my identity, for the sisterhood I refuse to lose. I lock eyes with Lena, and the room goes still. Lena, I say, voice low but steady. You threw out my clothes to make room for yours. You called it helping, but it was selfish. Gasps ripple across the table. Lena's eyes widen, but she recovers, scoffing. Maya, you're being dramatic. They were junk. I don't flinch. I step to my room, grab the suitcase of salvaged clothes, and haul it back, unzipping it in front of everyone. My corduroy skirt, patched jacket, and Amara's skirt. This is me, I say, holding up the skirt. Every piece is my story, my work, my life. You don't get to erase that. The guests shift, cousins whispering, Mom's hands frozen on her plate. Lena laughs, sharp and forced. You're embarrassing yourself. It's just clothes. I cut her off, voice rising but controlled. It's not just clothes, it's respect. You've hogged this apartment, mocked my style, and acted like I don't belong. You smirked, you don't need them anyway. Like I don't matter. I'm your sister, Lena, not your— My words hit hard. Her smirk fades. I pull out my phone, showing texts I sent her weeks ago, begging for closet space, ignored. You planned this, I say. You wanted control. Mom finally speaks, voice soft. Maya, Lena, please. But I hold up a hand, gentle but firm. Mom, I love you, but this is between us. Lena's face tightens, but I'm not done. You're talented, Lena, but you're not the only one who gets to shine. I've let you push me aside too long, scared of losing you, but I'm done being invisible. I point to the suitcase. These clothes are mine, and so is my space in this home. A cousin murmurs. She's right. Another nods. Lena's influencer friends look uneasy, their phones down. Lena's voice cracks. I didn't mean. Maya, I was just organizing. But her eyes betray her, flickering with guilt. I soften, but don't back down. Then prove it. Share this apartment. Respect me. The silence is heavy, the air thick with expectation. Mom's eyes glisten, proud but pained. I feel Samir's encouragement like a pulse, even miles away. Lena's shoulders slump. She stands, voice barely audible. I'm sorry, Maya. I didn't think it hurt you like this. She glances at the suitcase, then me. I'll clear half the closet. We'll split the space. The words are raw, real. The table exhales. A cousin claps softly, breaking the tension. I nod, throat tight. Thank you. I don't gloat. I'm drained, but whole. Lena sits, subdued, and Mom reaches for my hand, squeezing it. We finish dinner, the mood quieter, guests murmuring support as they leave. Lena helps me move my clothes back to the closet, her hands hesitant but deliberate. The apartment feels bigger, the air less choked. Mom pulls me aside, whispering, Amara would be proud. I hug her, tears pricking. Later, alone, I touch Amara's scarf, its gold threads catching the light. I'm not the doubtful sister anymore. I'm Maya, who stood tall and reshaped our home. This confrontation rewrites everything. Lena's apology, fragile but sincere, cracks open a path to trust. My confidence surges, no longer tethered to her shadow. I'm not just Mom's daughter or Lena's sidekick. I'm the artist who claimed her space. The apartment, once a cage, now holds possibility. I've redefined my role in this family, and I'm ready to wear my truth louder than ever. The dinner's aftermath lingers like a held breath in our Brooklyn apartment. Lena's apology, raw and unsteady, has carved a fragile truce between us. We've split the closet, my thrifted jackets now hanging beside her designer dresses, a tense coexistence. The apartment feels less like a battleground, but the air still heavy. Lena's subdued, her usual swagger dimmed as she moves her ring lights to a corner. I'm adjusting to this new balance, my salvaged clothes back where they belong, but the hurt festers. Her smirk, those cruel words, echo in quiet moments, making trust feel like a tightrope. Ma's voice cuts through the haze the next morning. She's at the kitchen table, coffee in hand, her tired eyes warm. Maya, you were brave last night, she says, her pride a soft anchor. Amara's spirit was in you. Her words soothe, but they don't erase the sting of her earlier silence. I nod, squeezing her hand, grateful but wary. She's still dodging the deeper riff. Samir's different. He calls after work, his voice bright. You slayed, Maya. Lena didn't know what hit her. His cheer lifts me, but he warns, keep your guard up, she's not done testing you. He's right. Lena's quiet, but her pride's a coiled spring. I'm relieved, my space reclaimed, my voice heard. The closet's half mine, my sketches no longer buried under Lena's props. But the victory's bittersweet. Our bond feels like glass one wrong move, and it shatters. I love Lena, but her betrayal cracked something fundamental. I'm wrestling with loyalty, hers to me, mine to her. ours to Mom. Family's supposed to be a haven, but here it's a negotiation. I catch Lena's glance as she passes my room, her eyes softer but guarded. We're trying, but it's work, and I'm tired. Amara's scarf hangs on my wall, a reminder to stay true, but even her strength can't fully quiet my doubts. The apartment mirrors this shift. The living room's less cluttered, Lena's tripod's confined to her side. My art supplies sit on a shelf, no longer hidden. The tension's eased, but it's not gone. Our footsteps are cautious, like we're learning a new dance. Brooklyn's hum outside feels less chaotic, more like a pulse I can match. I'm growing, but it's messy. Lena's helping with dishes tonight, a small gesture, and I nod, not smiling but not Mom's praise. Samir's height, they ground me, but the real work's in these walls, rebuilding what we broke. I sit on my bed, sketching a new design, bolder than before. The lines are fierce like me last night. I'm not the Maya who shrank from Lena's jabs. I'm stronger, but the fragility of our truth keeps me sharp. Loyalty's a choice, and I'm choosing to fight for us, even if it's hard. The apartment's changing, and so am I. Step by step, stitch by stitch, toward a home where I'm seen. The Brooklyn apartment hums with a fragile calm, but I'm still on edge, sketching late to steady my nerves. Lena's quieter, our truth holding, but trust is a slow rebuild. Tonight, I'm reorganizing my closet, savoring the space I fought for, when I notice a folded shirt tucked behind Lena's dresses. It's my old denim button-up, one I thought she'd thrown out. The frayed cuff, the paint stains from a late-night art session, it's unmistakably mine. My breath catches. She didn't toss it. She kept it, hidden like a secret. The discovery hits hard, stirring anger but also a flicker of hope. Is this guilt? Regret? I need to know. I find Lena in the living room scrolling on her phone, her guard down. Lena, I say, holding up the shirt, voice steady but sharp. Why'd you keep this? Her eyes widen, cheeks flushing. She stammers, I don't know, it was just there. But her gaze drops, betraying her. I press softer now. You threw out my clothes, but not this. Why? The air's thick, our truth teetering. Mom's visiting, sensing the tension from the kitchen. She steps in, her nurse's calm taking over. Girls, talk it out, she says, sitting between us, her presence a bridge. Lena exhales, voice low. I kept it because it felt wrong, okay? After the dinner, I saw how much your stuff means to you. Her words are halting, raw. I was mad, jealous maybe. Your style, your art. It's so you. I didn't get it before. I'm stunned. Jealous? Of me? I clutch the shirt, Amara's scarf warm around my neck. You hurt me, Lena, I say, honest but not cruel. But I want us to work. Mom nods, her eyes urging Lena to meet me halfway. Lena looks at me, really looks, and nods. I'm sorry, Maya. I'll try harder. It's not perfect, but it's real. Mom suggests we set clear rules, closet space, shared areas, and we agree, mapping out boundaries like a peace treaty. Lena offers to help me mend the shirt's loose buttons, a small gesture that feels huge. We talk not just about the shirt, but about us. Her pressure to perform online, my fear of fading into her shadow. Mom listens, guiding without preaching, her warmth knitting us closer. This moment seals my growth. I'm not just the sister who fought back. I'm a communicator, unafraid to dig for truth. Lena's regret, her hidden shirt, shows she's not the enemy, just lost in her own battles. I'm committed to rebuilding trust, not with blind hope, but with clear eyes. Mir's right. I'm stronger now. And Mom's mediation proves we're a family worth saving. I hang Amara's scarf, its gold threads gleaming. This wasn't about a shirt. It was about seeing each other. Lena's trying, and I'm meeting her there stitch by stitch. I'm ready for the work ahead, building a home where we both belong, with Amara's strength and Mom's love lighting the way. The Brooklyn apartment breathes easier now, its walls no longer a vice. I'm Maya, 28, and I've carved out a home where I'm seen. My closet's alive again. Corduroy skirts, patch jackets, that denim shirt Lena saved, all hanging proud beside her dresses. I wear them boldly, my restored wardrobe a canvas of self-expression, each thrifted piece a shout of who I am. Lena and I have settled into a respectful rhythm, our boundaries clear, half the closet, shared shelves, no more ring lights in my space. It's not perfect, but it's ours, a balance I fought for and won. I'm not just her sister, I'm her equal, and that's changed everything. Lena's different too. Her influencer swagger's softer, her apologies backed by action. She started asking about my designs, even liked one of my sketches on Instagram. A small step, but it lands deep. Mom's noticed, her text now full of pride. You two are finding your way, Maya. She visits more, her nurse's calm anchoring our fragile peace. Samir's my cheerleader, stopping by with takeout, grinning as he says, You're a force now, Maya. Own it. Their belief mirrors my own, a quiet strength I didn't know I had. The apartments shift in less chaos, more space for both of us. My art supplies stay out, my sketches pinned to the wall, no longer buried. Brooklyn's pulse outside syncs with mine, fueling my creativity and resolve. I sit on my bed, Amara's turquoise scarf in my hands, its gold threads catching the lamplight. I reflect on self-worth, how it's a flame you guard, even when family test it. Lena's betrayal, tossing my clothes, smirking, could have dimmed me, but I chose to burn brighter. Family ties come at a cost. Patience, pain, the risk of breaking to rebuild. I've paid it, from sleepless nights to that raw dinner showdown. Mayara's lessons held me up. Wear your truth, stand tall. She taught me my style, my art, my voice are mine to defend. I'm her granddaughter, but I'm also Maya, my own advocate, unafraid to demand respect. This journey's tied up the loose ends. Lena's regret, her hidden shirt, opened a door to trust. Mom's support, Samir's push. They've woven a net I can lean into. The apartment's no longer a cage. It's a canvas, like my wardrobe, where I paint my life. I've grown less doubt, more fire. My designs are bolder, my pitches at work sharper. I'm not just surviving Brooklyn's grind. I'm thriving, ready for its challenges and mine. The hurt lingers, a faint scar, but it's proof I fought and won. I slip on Amara's scarf, its weight a promise. I'm closing this chapter with clarity. Self-worth isn't given, it's claimed. Lena and I are rebuilding, stitch by stitch, and I'm leading the way, not following. Mom's pride, Samir's grin, the apartment's calm, they're my foundation. I step outside, Brooklyn's lights alive, my jacket bright against the night. I'm ready for what's next. New gigs, new fights, a life where I'm the artist of my own story. Amara's watching, and I'm making her proud, one fearless step at a time.